First of all this fuss about it being terrifying and the scariest movie in years, that's just rubbish. This was not a scary movie. BirdBox, Netflix's latest attempt at a big horror-like movie with some hidden messages. I guess, probably, I don't know. Was it a good movie? Yes. Was it a good horror movie? No. Technically, I don't think it's actually classed as horror, so I'll give it that. But why people are claiming it's scary and all that, it's beyond me. I really have no clue. So the premise is quite simply some force, creature or demon of some kind, when seen, causes you to kill yourself. It affects you psychologically, it draws you in using voices that you may know, enticing you to look at it, and so our main characters must for the entire movie not look and have their eyes covered at all times. What's quite interesting is that the insane, the psychologically damaged, are not affected the same way. We're told of this group of people that broke out of the insane asylum that were going around trying to force people to look at this creature, whilst not killing themselves. Probably due to the fact they've seen the worst parts of humanity. What's in their head is already that bad, they have these urges already. So all in all, pretty dark film thinking about it. Surprisingly, this had quite a big cast of well-known actors. You had the likes of Sandra Bullock, Sarah Paulson, John Malkovich, Tom Hollander, and for some reason, Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, I don't know either. So you're flipping from two scenes, one set 5 years ago as all this begins to happen, the news is reporting mass suicides etc, and then you flip to 5 years later with Malorie and two kids who we first of all assume are her own, although you can pretty quickly assume what happens before the, incident occurs. Malorie, as we first meet her, is someone who doesn't mix well with people. She makes no effort to contact anyone or even leave her house. Her sister has to bring her food to her, and she gets information about her mother from her also. So we see her character grow as she is forced to love again, forced to love these children that she never really wanted. The opening scene as she's painting and we see some of her work around the room, it gives us a little information on what is to happen later on, so watch out for that. The reason why I think it's a good movie, or scratch that, it's a fairly average movie, and also why it wasn't scary at all for me, was because you weren't witnessing the fear. This doesn't mean necessarily because we didn't see the creature. The best example is its similarity with A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place, there's so little sound. When you were there in the cinema, you were afraid to make a sound yourself, afraid to breathe. It almost included you in that sense. Whereas with BirdBox, you're watching it, you're not confined to the restrictions the characters have, and so don't share that same fear. Not sure if that made total sense, but I'll stick with it. So was it this horror phenomenon? Nah. Listen, it's a decent movie and worth a watch, but don't feel you have to get Netflix for it. If you want to see more content like this from me, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.